This video will guide you through the process of submitting the application for request to amend tax assessment. Taxpayers can submit the application via Individual Tax Portal ITP or through tax representatives via Tax Representative Portal TRP. There are 3 steps in requesting to amend tax assessment. Please read the attention notes carefully. To gain more information on the time limit for making the request, click the Guide icon. Enter the year of assessment and select the tax type from the drop-down menu. Then, click Request to amend tax assessment to proceed. You may click Back to return to previous page or click Clear to remove all inputs. Tick the appropriate checkboxes to select any allowances or deductions that you omitted to claim in the tax return. If you have selected Married Person's Allowance, fill in the required information. If you have selected Child Allowance and Dependent Brother or Sister Allowance, fill in the required information. To claim Child Allowance and Dependent Brother or Sister Allowance for more than one dependent, click More Dependents to fill in the required information. Fill in the particulars of the parents. If you have selected Single Parent Allowance, click the appropriate option. If you have selected Dependent Parent or Grandparent Allowance and Elderly Residential Care Expenses, fill in the required information. To claim Dependent Parent or Grandparent Allowance and Elderly Residential Care Expenses for more than one dependent, click More Dependents to fill in the required information. If you have selected deduction for Elderly Residential Care Expenses, fill in the required information. If you have selected Disabled Dependent Allowance, fill in the required information. To claim Disabled Dependent Allowance for more than one dependent, click More Dependents to fill in the required information. If you have selected Personal Disability Allowance, click Attach Document to upload supplementary information at the bottom of the page. If you have selected Home Loan Interest Deduction, fill in the required information. To claim Home Loan Interest Deduction for more than one property, click More Properties to fill in the required information. If you have selected Deduction for Domestic Rents, fill in the required information. If you have selected Election for using the Home Loan Interest or Domestic Rents Additional Deductions Ceiling Amount, fill in the required information. If you have selected Qualifying Premiums Paid under Voluntary Health Insurance Scheme Policy, fill in the required information. To claim qualifying premiums paid under Voluntary Health Insurance Scheme Policy for more than one relative, click More Relatives to fill in the required information. If you have selected Deduction for Assisted Reproductive Service Expenses, fill in the required information. If you have selected Qualifying Annuity Premiums and Tax-Deductible MPF Voluntary Contributions, fill in the required information. If you have other allowances or deductions that you omitted to claim in the tax return, fill in the required information under Others. To upload any supplementary information, click Attach Document at the bottom of the page and choose the files to upload. Click Browse to select the relevant files and click Open to confirm the selection. Click back to previous page to save attached documents. Click Continue to proceed to the next step. Review the information you have provided and the files uploaded. If you are submitting the application using ITP, you may tick the checkbox to send a copy of this application to your tax representative's portal account. Click Confirm if the information is in order. Congratulations, you have successfully submitted the application. You may print or save the acknowledgement of this application. Click Quit to return to individual tax page.